And what about these two lives for women? One working, the other bringing up children. Do they go together? Are they compatible?
I think it is compatible to work and bring up children at the same time. I think that a mother owes this to her children, to keep in contact with the rest of the world and to make use of any qualifications that she has got.
I don't think women should in general work. I think it requires a person of an exceptional ability, which most women haven't got. I personally believe that women with children still at school should definitely not work.
I think it can be looked at from the point of view of the young child who needs so much continuing love and security. So it's going to mean that in the early years of his life, a mother will be very restricted in the amount of time she can spend outside of her home. But I think if she's going to continue in her profession, it is important that she does take some time off and continue her interests.
Should women get the same money for doing the same job?
Well, why not? What is our criterion for determining pay? I would think it is the work being done, and hence if a woman does exactly the same job as a man, she should be paid exactly the same way.
In medicine, I think there is equality of opportunity. Equality with men depends largely upon a person's qualifications and abilities. In some fields of medicine, I think women have a special contribution to make.
I'm adamant that women should get equal pay for doing the same work.
But if we train women as scientists, as technologists, aren't they wasting their time purely within the limits of the home?
I think that the most important thing that women have got to do is to stop leading the Victorian life that women are more or less expected to do in our society. I think that the idea of a woman getting married and having children and devoting the rest of her life to her children is completely outdated.
Assuming I'm successful in achieving a PhD, that is a Doctor of Philosophy, I don't intend, because I have to have a family, to consign my degrees to the waste paper basket.
I don't feel that any degree that one gets at the university is ever wasted in bringing up a family. I think that everything that we get up here or anywhere else is useful, and after all, the aim of doing even a science degree as I am is mainly to give you an education, not a meal ticket.
You'll be teaching, presumably, girls and boys. Have you got any new ideas that you would like to teach them about how they should get on together in Australia as citizens in the next 20 years?
I think the fact that girls and boys are being educated together is quite enough to satisfy this. I'm very strongly against segregated schooling. I think that all education should be co-educational.
Do you expect to find any prejudice against the career woman?
When I go out and practice, I don't expect to find any prejudice against women. The respect from the public, I think, just depends on how good a doctor you are.
They tend to fall back. Instead of applying for jobs, they say, oh, I'm a woman, I won't get it, what's the use of applying? And they sort of fall back into important but not as prominent positions, more routine work.
Do you feel perhaps that you lag behind your counterparts in other parts of the world? Why, for instance, are there no women cabinet ministers here?
Well, there are no women cabinet ministers in Australia. I think it's very largely a fault of the women themselves, and partly a hangover from the English system of, well, male superiority.
Could a woman be head of a large organization? Something like BHP, perhaps?
And I think if the right woman comes up with the right qualifications, she can do it.
The only thing in which I feel women only should be interested are men.